Hey y'all bitches.
Hey y'all bitches, hey y'all bitches, it's Friday, everyone, it's Friday.
It's Saturday, Jeff.
Oh, it is Saturday.
Can
Looking forward to the weekend. My friends are in the front seat and the back seat, and I need a seat. Dude, that song was actually better than the Rebecca Black
are we
one.
gonna Rick roll them with the Rebecca Black song?
They already got Rick rolled. They've been rolled to the Rick.
Yeah, but wouldn't it be funny if just like right now?
Oops,
all of a
hold
sudden
on.
the song starts?
Yeah, I was playing Angry Birds, Rio. I'll say it. Here.
This is the saddest podcast ever.
Did you hear the monkeys, everybody?
Yeah, I hear the monkeys. Come on, nobody cares about your friggin'.
No, I was trying to load up the emails and stuff because people had some good ones.
Oh yeah, people have sent any good emails. Did they send anything about that black chick?
The black chick.
Yeah, I don't know, the Friday chick.
Oh, she's not black. That's why you had me confused.
What's her name?
Rebecca Black, but
The
like
black chick. I was talking about the black chick.
I've been talking about the black chick.
We need to get this black chick out of the music industry.
I don't know that she's in the music industry.
I don't know. I like, you know what? All of a sudden I like her more now that I've discovered I could just call her black chick and do awful jokes.
Be somewhat offensive.
Well, it's not offensive at all. Her last name's Black.
Yeah.
If it's offensive, it's because you're reading something racial into what I'm saying.
I am reading something racial in what you're saying.
Why you gotta be a racist?
Because I am.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
We've talked about this before.
I heard that if you listen to that Friday video or the Friday song more than twice, it turns you into a racist.
It's true.
Mm-hmm.
It's really true.
Mm-hmm.
Do we want to talk about stuff?
Sure. I have stuff to talk about.
What do you want? You want to start with our topics and then?
Yeah, sure. I'll start with the topic. Should I start right now?
That'd be good because I'm just staring at you weirdly.
I know it's uncomfortable. So here's the topic I have. I've started. So I don't know how many people out there follow Ultimates in the Marvel Ultimate
series, yeah.
universe, the Ultimate series. Recently there was Ultimatum.
Do you need me to look it up on my
No, I guess I
Motorola
can
Zoom
I
tablet?
can look it up in the back of this stupid book.
By the way, I bought some vitamin water the other day. It's fucking awesome.
Ultimatum. There was Ultimatum. An ultimatum, for those of you who don't know, it's when they killed everybody in the Ultimate Universe. They killed
everybody.
They killed all the X-Men.
Okay, Spider-Man.
Spider-Man is alive.
Did they kill Green Hornet?
Green Hornet is not in Marvel.
I know. I was just throwing it out there.
Yeah, that was weird. Wasp died, though.
It took you a while though to
Wasp, Quicksilver.
I don't know.
Well, Scarlet Witch was fired. Or no, Scarlet Witch died.
Scarlet Witch was fired before she got killed.
No. I was thinking of Black Widow. But anyway, so like everybody dies. All of New York gets flooded in a huge tsunami. It's friggin' awesome, right? A lot of people hate it because everybody dies. I love it because of that. Because now they started with the new Ultimate Comics, and I've started reading Ultimate Spider-Man. Ultimate Comics Spider-Man, and right now I'm reading Ultimate Comics Avengers.
Now, are
It
these
is
just
awesome.
normal comics that they put together?
Yeah.
But are they meant to be this, or did they just?
No,
is it a long storyline that they just took 3 random comics out of and stuck in the thing because they happen to be Avengers themed?
No.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Well, no, it's the first. I think it's the first 6 new Avengers comics
Huh.
in the Ultimate Universe. Ultimate Avengers Next Generation, and it's awesome.
Millar Pacheco.
It's awesome.
That's what it says right there. I'm reading.
Well, it does say Miller Pachinko.
Not Pachinko.
No, I'm gonna say Pachinko.
What is that? Is that the Japanese
That's
game or
the
is
Japanese
that
gambling game.
What's the game in Price is Right with
That's
the
Plinko.
Plinko. That's
No.
what I always think of when I think of Pachinko.
Yeah, if you're wondering who did the writing and art, Miller did the writing. Pachinko did the
Plinko.
did the artwork. They took a pachinko machine from Japan and
Generated
made it.
the art.
Well, no, they gave it artificial intelligence. It has feelings now. It cries a lot.
Does it?
Yes, but great drawer. He can really draw. Drawer.
Is he a penciler?
He does.
Let's see.
He does it all.
Let's see.
He's a gambling machine.
What
Literally, a gambling machine.
He's a penciler. which I still
I don't know.
find funny.
I don't know how they fit the pencil.
I also find
that
funny
machine.
that there's a guy whose name is colorist because I just think of that as the like most racist position on the comic.
What, colorist?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the guy that decides what races
Specializes in race relations.
It's really offensive. It's a drawback from the 40s when comic books started.
I read Wanted.
You read Wanted? Oh, how was it?
I liked it.
Yeah.
I read it on my Motorola Zoom tablet. Everybody.
Yeah.
Just saying.
And then did you watch the movie?
No.
There's a movie, right?
I don't know. Is there?
Well, there's a movie called Wanted.
Yeah, but I don't think it's related.
What's Wanted?
Wanted is a comic book series where there's a guy who is the son of one of the baddest ass supervillains, and it takes place in a world where supervillains had won, basically.
Okay.
All the superheroes are gone or retired or whatever, but supervillains control everything. They control the news and the government and everything.
This sounded cool so far.
So there's a dude who's kind of a loser, gets his ass kicked a lot. He ends up finding out he was the son of this baddest ass supervillain, the gunslinger. I wouldn't call him Deadpool, but closest thing.
Deadpool. Okay.
Not with the snarkiness. And he gets trained to be like his dad. He never knew his dad. And he gets trained to be like his dad, and he takes over. And then there's a whole series of events where the alliance that kept the supervillains together kind of falls apart, and it's
the
only
axis
a 6
of evil.
Yeah, it's only a 6 issue series, like big
and
issues.
then it's done.
Yeah, and then it's done.
I like that.
Yeah,
I like having.
I
an
don't
end.
like the last 2 pages. I will say that. I will put that on record, but I don't want to tell you why because it kind of spoils the series.
Okay, well, don't tell us the
But
last
up
2
until
pages.
the
Don't
last
tell
2
us the last 2
pages-
pages. Just don't even. Why even
Up
bring it
until
up?
the last 2 pages, it's awesome. Really, really awesome. So,
I gotta check it out.
you should check it out. So that brings me to a point, though. I was trying to get some comic apps on my Android tablet because that's what you do with an Android tablet,
Well, that's what you do.
and it's expensive. They're $1.99, $2.
What? Yeah, to download a comic.
A digital comic.
Yeah.
That I'm not even reading in the form factor like this, right? Because the screen's, even with the Zoom tablet, it's like an inch that you're missing on each side of the comic book as far as normal size. And most of the apps suck, and I can only usually watch them on the platform I bought them on.
Yeah.
Some of the things are getting better, but I also don't buy comics per issue. I like buying graphic novels for $10.
Trade
get
backs.
6 of them or 6 comics, and they don't do that very often, if at all, for the web comics. So it's fucking frustrating that I have this tablet and I want to read comics, but I don't feel there's a cost-effective way to do so.
Well, dude, that's the thing with comics. They're not cost-effective at all.
Well, they're not cost-effective, but I feel digital should be cheaper.
Well, it seems like it should be.
You were not spending how much was this retail? So this is
That's probably-
$19.99. I bet you $5 of this is paper and ink and just cost of goods, shipping it to places and whatever. So I should not pay $19.99. I should pay more like $14.99, maybe even $9.99 for something that I'm not getting the physical copy of.
Okay, well, but if you were saying $14.99, there's 6 issues in that. It's about $2 an issue.
Yeah, but these are
So
high
you kinda-
color, like good things. But
You kind of just
is there 6 issues in this?
There's usually around 6 issues in them.
It says this collects 27 issues of the comics.
It does not.
No, it says 1 through 6 of the Ultimate
There you go,
Comics
1
movie.
through 6.
But what I'd really pay for this is probably $9.99, maybe even less.
That's probably how much I paid for that. I went on Amazon.
Well, because it's older and you bought it.
Well, I never buy them brand new, but this is actually pretty new. They're only up to number 3. Number 3 hasn't even come out in trade back.
No, but it's
hardcover yet.
not the newest thing. So
No,
the prices have fallen a bit on the trade.
I never buy the newest.
Usually I
because
don't either.
I can't afford it. They're too expensive.
But the
Comics are
model right
far too
now is they
expensive.
put everything up there and they charge like it's new release prices, and it's.
Well, I don't even get the thing. I don't get reading comics on computers. I don't get it. I'm sorry. I need the paper.
I don't on computers, but on this tablet, I've been doing it a lot.
Potato
It's
patata
awesome.
on a tablet, on
No,
an
it's
iPhone,
totally
anything.
different.
No, I think it's
It's
the
totally
same.
different.
I need the paper. And the thing is, I'm going to read this comic book like probably at least 4 times.
I read it 4 times on here. I read
Do you
Wanted
really?
on here.
Do you really read it 4 times?
I don't read anything 4 times, so I'm kind of a bad example.
Because my thing is, I get this, and then like 6 months later, number 2 is going to be out in paper.
And you forgot it.
Well, it's going to be out in paper, and it's going to be cheap, and so I'll reread this one, even though I haven't forgot it. It's like, it jogs my memory, gets me right back into the story.
Did you flip through it quick?
A little quicker than the first time. Yeah,
because you're not analyzing panels.
Like I was rereading Transmetropolitan #1 because I got #2.
Oh, speaking of, someone wanted some non-mainstream comics recommendations.
Well, I think
Transmetropolitan,
I guess, isn't really mainstream anymore.
The big thing was like not Avengers, X-Men, Captain America kind of stuff.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So I would say Wanted. I would say Chew, which we've talked about before. I liked Mouse Guard. That was weird.
Mouse Guard? Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was all right.
I loaned it to you, right? Yeah. That was one of the Comic-Con finds from last year.
Yeah, I would say if you're looking just to get away from Marvel, DC, superhero universe. Preacher, The Boys, Fables. What else? Irredeemable.
G.I. Joe.
Incorruptible. G.I. Joe?
I'm just kidding.
Oh, you know, a really good one. Capes. It's just called Capes. I don't know what happened. I think it was an Image comic. They only made one run, like about 6 or 7 issues. But it's really good. It's basically
about capes.
It's about superheroes, but they do superheroing like a business.
Yeah.
And so it's like if you want a day off, you have to apply in advance, and it's like, you know, you'll get sent to different places. You don't really have to say.
Wanted has a little of that going on too.
Yeah.
Where it's everyone's in the business. You can take vacation days, but there's like stuff that you just have to do for the family or whatever to.
Yeah, Capes is like that, but it's a little slapsticky about it. You know, like there'll be a fight, and one of the people during the fight will leave because it's his lunchtime. You know, it's really good, really interesting, really fun.
So Capes
is a great one.
All right,
if you want something,
I think that's enough for that guy.
Doom Patrol.
If you're gonna keep going,
yeah, I can keep going like this for a while.
That's why I wanted to stop you because I didn't want to take 3 hours on comic. Some people might like that.
That's true.
Not me.
Doom Patrol. If you're into really weird stuff, you know, like philosophy and
ball sacks in your mouth, like Adam. See, I got him to
philosophy and art theory and stuff. Doom Patrol's good for.
All right. So you saw the new Wonder Woman, Adrian Palicki?
No, I didn't.
That's
see
the picture. I don't know if you can see it.
Well, she's pretty small in that picture. She looks like Wonder Woman there, but
let me open it up for you.
Whenever somebody's 4 pixels big, they look pretty much like anything.
There you go.
All right, let me look. Yeah, she looks like Wonder Woman.
Yeah, but what do you think of the outfit?
It's not bad.
Really?
What's wrong with the outfit?
I just think it's a little too latexy.
Well, it's a little shiny. There's a little bit of shine on that.
Well, ask people on our website. What do you think the consensus was?
Having to guess, being that we're nerds and we're going to find fault in anything, I would say about 70% hated it.
Yeah. Well,
did I hit it?
Well, only like 8 people replied, so
I can't even figure out what 70% of 8 is.
Eric said terrible.
Okay.
Costume looks like a knockoff of what the new Wonder Woman costume should be.
Yeah, I can see that.
Seems like a porn movie ripoff, sort of, with the latex. That's fair.
Way too. Nah, those pants are too long for porn movie. I've watched a lot of porn. All right,
it looks like a Cinemax movie.
Well, she's not showing. Okay, a Cinemax movie.
Yeah,
I still think there needs to be more midriff.
I don't know if Cinemax goes to Europe and Asia and whatnot, but Cinemax shows a lot of like
soft
B movie, softcore porn.
Titty movies. Yeah. They show lots of tits and boob and maybe a beaver or 2. There you go.
Okay, so Simon said. That's kind of funny, but Simon said. Looks as if she doesn't have the right build for it. She's a stick with big breasts. She should be arrested for being a hooker.
I like the stick with big breast things. Again, I'm going to say you got to show more midriff if you're going to be a hooker. But yeah, no, that's a good point. You know, Wonder Woman's kind of supposed to be built. You know, she's supposed to be pretty fucking solid.
And here, for the female perspective.
She doesn't look small next to Superman. That's who Wonder Woman is.
But this woman would, right. Unless you got like...
Oh, that woman would look tiny. Superman's huge.
Nick Cage or something to be Superman. Anyway.
Don't say Nick Cage.
So Kazuya.
Hey, Kazuya.
Female perspective. Is it weird that I'm kind of disappointed it's not a porno thing? Otherwise, it's kind of sad. See?
I like that perspective.
It's a porno thing.
I'm disappointed with pretty much everything because it's not porno. It's the truth. I went to McDonald's the other day. I'm like, I'll take a hamburger. Like, why isn't anybody getting naked? I'm really disappointed.
Because you're McDonald's. If you're at Wendy's.
Oh yeah. Those redhead chicks.
That's what I'm talking about. Except that's kind of, I don't know. Wendy's got to be old by now. I mean, she's been around for a while.
What, the woman who was actually like Dave Thomas's kid?
Yeah.
She's probably dead.
Shit.
Dave Thomas died. He died what?
Yesterday, I think.
No.
No, you know who did die
15
yesterday?
Years ago. What?
Elizabeth Taylor. Was that yesterday or the day before?
Elizabeth Taylor?
Yeah.
Oh no. I wanted to get more White Diamonds perfume because I'm a 75-year-old woman.
Geraldine Ferraro died today.
Who's Geraldine Ferraro?
She was a vice presidential candidate back in the 80s.
Oh.
Anyway.
Oh, that's right. That one that I didn't care about.
Yeah, no shit. Okay.
Well, that's too bad about Elizabeth Taylor. She was hot back in the day.
So these were topics from March 16th, and we didn't record last weekend. So
no, we didn't.
We didn't answer them.
Do you want to tell them why? Because you always give me shit.
I've been having medical shit, so.
There you go.
But we had another podcast in the can, so it worked out fine.
No, not bad.
Batman Arkham City. I only want to know if you guys have heard good things about it or are planning to buy it. I'm going to buy it. They'd have to fuck it up pretty hardcore for me not to buy it.
This is the sequel to Arkham
Batman,
Asylum.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll borrow it from Jeff.
Trailers look cool.
Yeah. Well, I think
definitely going to be better than Dragon Age 2.
Oh,
no doubt.
I think you hit it on the money with Arkham Asylum when that came out. When you were like, yeah, it's a lot of fun. Every boss battle's exactly the same, though. It's the same.
That's what I'm hoping they fix.
And most of the fighting in between, it's pretty much exactly the same. It's just a different layout.
And I met a guy who worked on it. He said, yeah. That's all he said, pretty much.
Yeah?
When I told him that comment.
Well, no wonder
Which implies to me that they're going to fix it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you told him the comment. He's just like, yeah. Like, that's the only thing.
No, it was more kind of like,
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah?
No, more like,
yeah. Yeah, I think you're right, buddy. You're the best.
Oh, everyone loved how we ended the podcast last time.
How did we end the podcast last time? They just like the farting noises?
Yeah, it was a good minute.
Hey, send requests. We can do that for 45 minutes if you want.
If you got a tone or like you want fart noises with splatter effects, just let us know.
Yeah, my girlfriend loves that, by the way. She says my 3 favorite things to do are say wiener, poop, and do this. I'll make that noise. So
yeah, that counts. That's more trombone, though.
That was a little more trombone.
Yeah.
If you could do that with your farts. If you could do that with your farts, people probably wouldn't complain about the smell.
Skyrim.
Skyrim. Is that a real name?
No, it's
Skyrim?
Well, it's the new bio. No, no, Skyrim's the new Oblivion, Morrowind,
really?
Whatever game.
So that sounds like a girl's name. Hi, I'm Skyrim.
I want Skyrim.
Skyrim Taylor.
But I don't want it if it's like Dragon Age. You liked Oblivion.
Oblivion? Yeah, I did like Oblivion.
Would you play a sequel?
Ooh.
Or
it's you know what? Let's not lie. I probably will play the sequel, but man, what a time hole. Cuz to me, I prefer Dragon Age much more. I like having a whole party, being able to bring up the entire party, whereas with Oblivion it was just the one person.
Yeah.
You know, and yeah, that got a little old to me. The first person shooter style with the one person. Wasn't everybody's getting old?
That's true. Everyone who's watching this just got older.
Oh my god.
I just ticked again.
We just blew your fucking minds.
Oh my god. You
It
guys
happened.
are all now like 2 minutes older.
Oh my god, my hands.
What am I?
That's what you notice.
Really?
At least in movies, they always notice my hands. I'm so old.
I can see my face.
You know what bugs me? It's they'll be standing like they'll wake up in the morning and they'll be older, and they'll always be standing in front of the mirror. They look at their face and then they look at their hands like, my hands. Like, dude, you're in front of a mirror. You can look at everything.
Fucking crow's feet.
And
you can see your boobs around your ankles.
There you go. And I'm sorry if I was alone and I woke up and I was older, the first thing I'd look at was my wiener.
Yeah, to see how far it had sagged.
Well, some people say that they grow with age. Other people say that they shrink. Well, I can't tell.
I can tell you from experience that it's like a sine wave.
All I know is I can still only fit half of it in my mouth. But that's more due to my rib cage and vertebrae. Yeah.
You only have one of his ribs removed.
Yep.
Just the tip. Okay, what movie should be made from an early 80s cartoon or movie? And this from Adrian Elgin, the guy, if you haven't checked out our Facebook page, facebook.wackygamer.com, does awesome art. He's done a lot of Nerd Wars themed art. He just did Ryan Cronin as Krang.
Yeah, that's an awesome
one. Which is pretty awesome.
We were passing that around.
So Adrian Elgin, if you need art, hit him up. But he had that question. What movie should be made from an early 80s cartoon or movie? Some he'd like to see, just, to start it rolling.
Get us brainstorming.
Thundercats Mass Turbo Teen. I'd like to see a new Ghostbusters movie and maybe a remake of Teen Wolf.
Remake of Teen Wolf could be interesting.
Would it star Michael J. Fox?
No.
Why not?
Because he has Parkinson's.
So, yeah, but Teen Wolf with Parkinson's might be an interesting angle.
Well, that could be interesting. A little tasteless. A little tasteless, but interesting.
This is why none of my scripts have gotten picked
Yeah,
up.
I think so. Yeah. I think this would be terrible, but I'd still watch it. Silverhawks.
Oh, yeah, Silverhawks.
I would watch a Silverhawks or...
Over a Thundercats?
No, of course not. I'll watch Thundercats first.
You going to watch the new Thundercats series?
When's the new Thundercats series coming
I don't know
out?
when the date is. I keep seeing new images flying around.
I haven't seen any images.
Oh, shit. I'll get
Look
them up
and
while
I'll
you're
keep talking about cartoons. What I would like to see is this very short-lived cartoon series that was kind of like Thundercats, kind of like Silverhawks. It was called Tiger Sharks. Tiger Sharks was really cool. It was these scientists.
I remember Tiger Sharks.
Yeah, they lived underwater and they could turn into half human, half aquatic animals. That was fun for me. That would be the worst fucking movie on earth, but I'd kind of dig it. I think a comedy movie out of one of those series that would be good is GoBots. And the whole comedy, the whole show, it's kind of basically, it's like Transformers, but they come down to Earth and you find out that they're just pathetic and inept and unable to do anything.
Which one?
GoBots.
Oh, yeah, GoBots would be
I think
sad.
that could be... Well, no, that would be really funny. They'd have to do it like a comedy. It'd have to be a comedy.
You want to see this? This is a little trailer.
Yeah. I'd also like to see Alf.
Alf? No, fuck Alf.
No, I'd like to see... I don't know about movie.
Watch.
But something with
the
Alf.
Button. You fucked it up.
I didn't fuck up anything.
Okay, he's going to watch this. I'm going to tell my series. I would have to put Thundercats on there as well. I would like to see a return of Transformers with annoying Starscream.
Oh yeah, I like the annoying Starscream, the ratty mother, just the bastard trying to backstab everybody. Yeah, I missed that.
All just so he could suck the dick of Megatron. Pretty much.
No, he wanted to kill Megatron, man.
Well, no, he wanted to get in his pants. He just didn't want to admit to his gay. What
are you talking about? He wanted to kill him.
He's gay. That's fine.
Whatever.
Anyway, so what other 80s cartoons?
Oh, Chitara is so hot.
I would like to see
Snarf look good.
Like some kind of I don't know what other cartoons. Really, Thundercats is the big one for me.
Dude, is it weird that I'm
a
getting
really
a boner
awesome
looking at Chitara?
Yes. A really awesome Voltron.
A really awesome Voltron could be good. Okay, here's my problem with the Thundercats preview. First off, looks awesome. That looks like the coolest fucking thing on earth, and I'm going to watch it. If you haven't watched the new He-Man, the one that they put out like 8 years ago on Cartoon Network, watch it. It's amazing. It's really similar. But what I would say is, where the fuck's Panthro?
That's what a couple people have asked on the
Where's
comments
Panther,
on the video.
the one black guy in the entire feline universe?
He wasn't even black.
He was black. Lion. Come
He
on,
had the voice, but he was fucking blue.
Okay, fine, he was blue, but seriously, he was black.
Dude, I'm more black than that character was.
No, he was like, voiced by
shit, dog. I don't know what you're talking about, yo.
But just because he didn't
now close
use
your eyes.
Ebonics?
Close your eyes. Close your eyes.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, motherfucker, you don't know what I'm talking about.
No, you don't know.
Totally.
No, no, just because. God, Jeff, just racist. Just racist.
I have a show in Oakland coming up April 30th.
Yeah, come shoot Jeff in Oakland on April 30th.
2 shows actually.
2 shows.
Thanks for asking.
You won't make it past the first one if that's gonna be one of your jokes. Hey everybody, I got a joke for you. Everybody, close your eyes.
Close your eyes.
Yo motherfuckers,
Yo
what's up with
motherfuckers,
chicken?
what up, dog? What's up with chicken and waffles?
And
Shit.
that's when you get shot from saying
hey,
stupid, ignorant.
Someone
shit.
give me some grape soda, yo.
Grape soda is good.
It is good. Give me some of the purple.
Okay,
That's
here's
Dave
a question.
Chappelle reference for you.
Here's a question. Fruit flavored sodas. What's the best?
For me, Crush. Orange Crush.
Orange Crush. See, I would have to say the Grape Crush.
But if I were going to go with juice flavored, I would have to go with Arancata.
What the fuck's Arancata?
It's like it's actual soda water with real juice.
Oh, no, that doesn't count.
And actually, but that's why I said juice based.
All right, fine.
As opposed to fruit flavored beverages.
Okay, I guess I can let that one go.
I gave you 2. I gave you Orange Crush for the good one, and then the.
All right, here's another one.
Favorite drink with fruit juice.
My favorite drink
alcoholic,
with fruit
non-alcoholic, doesn't matter what
Screwdriver.
it is. Screwdriver. I'm gonna have to go with the mojito.
Mojito's good.
Yeah,
it's good. Screwdrivers get you more fucked up.
I don't know.
Here's another show though.
I was on the floor.
Here's another show that they should do. Pirates of Dark Water.
Oh shit! I forgot about that.
Yeah, you
that
did.
Was a good one.
That's why I saved it for last. Pirates of Dark Water was one of the coolest cartoons.
I remember
ever.
watching that.
It was really good.
I would take a DuckTales remake too.
DuckTales? I don't think DuckTales needs a remake.
Or Animaniacs. Bring back Animaniacs.
I'd like. See, I don't think it needs a remake.
No,
Maybe
just
if
re-air
they
it.
Make more or re-air it. You know, whereas Gargoyles, I could see doing Gargoyles again and being really fucking badass.
Gargoyles,
like an adult Gargoyles.
I just saw it on like Cartoon Network the other day when I was homesick.
Yeah,
it's really exciting.
It's a good show.
And then I woke up, and somehow I left the remote like on the sofa, and I kind of rolled over it when I fell asleep. I woke up and there was a show on, and it was live action, and I'm like, well, I don't remember the Gargoyles having these people in it, and God, is the writing terrible. And then I realized I was like watching Days of Our Lives or something.
Who mixes up Gargoyles with Days of Our Lives?
I was on Vicodin.
All right.
Back off.
Okay, man, I'm sorry. Chill out.
Okay. Here's a suggestion. I'm going to read this, and it may be a terrible question, but I don't want to read it. Okay. Here's a suggestion, says Brandon.
All right, Brandon.
David Jaffe, he's the guy who led the God of War 1 team and is now working on Twisted Metal, the Twisted Metal remake. Press and fans, David Jaffe has criticized developers, press, and fans who hail non-traditional video games as art. Do you agree or do you disagree? He wrote an article. You can check it out on facebook.wackygamer.com. He meaning Brandon.
What did the article
It's something that could be deeply discussed. Now, we don't discuss anything deeply unless it's women. Hey, am I right?
Hey. That's terrible.
Oh.
But what does he mean? What's the question?
Okay. Do you agree or disagree that non-traditional video games are art? Like Flower. Not like Call of Duty, but more like art house games.
Give me an example.
I did Flower, Flow, like they're both PS3 downloadable.
Oh, those aren't art.
Okay, well there you go. That's deeply discussed for you, Brandon.
There you go. Here's the thing: just because you make it pretentious doesn't mean it's art. All right.
Well, I had that discussion with someone the other day about art in games versus art for games.
Mm-hmm.
I can make a beautiful game that plays like shit.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter that the art is beautiful if I can't play it.
Well, If you know what? If you really want to get deep with it, I'll get deep with it. I'll tell it to you right now. Art's subjective. It has nothing to do. There's no quantifying qualities to artwork whatsoever. So as long as something stimulates your mind and allows you to think creatively and expands the way you view the world, it is defined as art. So therefore, the poop that I took on Jeff's floor that he's going to find tomorrow morning when he steps out of the shower and steps in it, that's really going to expand his horizons. He's going to look at the world in a totally different way. If I see it first,
I'm going to start thinking about what does it mean.
Well, it's on a playing card.
Well, and the shape.
That's
like, what is the shape? Like what was the intent of this poop?
What was the intent of the artist?
Yes.
You know, am I giving this shit meaning, or is this shit
giving
supplying
me
with meaning? Deep.
Deep
that's
indeed.
Deep,
deep indeed.
So, my argument would be that's a moot point.
And they can be art. And
sure.
They're forms of artistic expression in certain cases. Other times they're just ways to kill time and whatever.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
Well, I look at it the same way people do the same argument with lots of things. You know, is it art? You know, is it this kind of, like, genre is a great example. You know, genre is just bullshit. It's just a label that we've tried to put on things to make it easier to sell. You know, and
yep.
You know, using art as a similar term is destructive at best, because it also
listen to Mr. Philosophy major.
It gives you the ability to say that one thing is better or more valid than another thing.
Well, there are things.
My comic books aren't as valid as actual novels. That being said, I've read some shithole novels.
And some shitty comics.
True. But I've also read comics that made me cry. I've read novels that I want to wipe my ass with, and yet the novel is still the superior art form.
Well, yeah. One could argue about... letting you get it out.
Well, there you go. I feel better.
Do you? Okay. I had one that was close to me, and you have nothing to weigh in on. Michael asked the strongest civilization in Civilization 5. He says the Aztec, because they have the Jaguar Warrior, right? It's easy to conquer the world. I don't play traditional Civ.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of like just building shit. So I tend to go some with like building bonuses like the Romans or the Greeks. Or civilizations that later in the game will get me like big economy bonuses like the Americans and whatnot. Anyway.
I go with the aliens.
There are no aliens. There were in Alpha Centauri, which is a great game that nobody played. But
there's an easy hack I figured out. You press pause on the game, and then you take a magic marker, and you start drawing aliens on your friend's computer screen. You win.
Not when your friend does this.
Ow.
All right.
Shouldn't have used permanent.
You shouldn't have used permanent, you dickhole.
Whatever. I win civilization.
Oh, you don't win crap. Oh, by the way, I forget the guy's name. You have to email it to me. But remember how last time we talked about how many words or how many places doth shows up in the Bible?
Yeah.
Someone mailed me every time doth showed up in the Bible.
How many times is it?
I didn't count because it's just lines and lines and lines and lines of text. But let me see if I can find it.
There's a lot of pages in the Bible.
There's a lot of pages, but he didn't email me. He emailed me verses.
Yeah.
So Leviticus 17:3. I don't even know if that's.
See,
real.
Now I'm more interested in finding out how this guy found all of those.
If you're listening, and I'm sure you are, because you're probably a fan if you went out of your way to do this, please email me your name, because I don't have the YouTube account on this tablet. It's over on the PC that's doing the audio recording. Email me your name and email what you did to do it. I hope it was automated.
I hope he spent the week reading the Bible with a highlighter.
And to be clear,
that's dedication.
It was the King James version.
Oh.
I mean, if there was any question.
That guy loved the word doth.
Yeah. So you kind of gotta weigh it against the fact that it's the King James edition, because it's 1600s. I think the thing was written.
I guess.
But whatever. There was a lot of doth going around.
It was pretty.
It was a doth heavy time.
That doth be a heavy time in doth history.
So any other stuff? I'm just checking real quick on topics, because we've been. Oh, Morton suggested some good ones for Nerd Wars on the Street. Star Wars versus Star Trek, which
Oh, that's a good one. That's
a good one for streets, yeah. But Han Solo versus Captain Kirk, I think, is better because it's like more personal.
Well, it's more personal, and only an idiot would think Captain Kirk could beat Han Solo.
We could do Captain Kirk versus Admiral Akbar. I mean, technical Admiral Akbar is higher in rank.
Well, that's true.
But
which one's Admiral Akbar?
The fish guy.
Yeah.
It's a trap! Focus your attack on the Super Star Destroyers!
Yeah, I know. That's his only line in the movies.
No.
Are we going to go...
He also says,
we can't repel fire of that magnitude.
There you go. So it's like, I don't think he's really had a time to shine enough for us to do a serious debate on it. You know what I mean there, buddy?
No, I think you got to imply that the fact that he's an admiral, I guess at one point Kirk was an admiral too.
When? In the future?
The second movie? No, he got promoted and
then
that's demoted.
Right. And then he got the star. Man, that's a sad topic even for us. That is a nerdy. I'm stopping that line of discussion.
And you didn't, but there's things like I can't remember the name of the show that, some character was in that we talk about for
Which
5
character?
minutes. I'm just saying, like, I actually had to double check to make
My
sure.
Secret Identity is what you're trying to think of.
That's it. What was the one with the little girl?
Small Wonder?
Small Wonder. See? I can't remember that shit, but I can remember that he was an admiral for like 10 minutes.
I just think it's sad because we're talking about Star Trek. I thought we made a blood oath never to talk about Star Trek.
Did we?
We should have.
We should put it right on there with the Dragon Age.
Dragon Age is good.
It sucks so bad. Okay, so one last thing I wanted to shout out.
Okay.
And then... Oh, and thank Jillian, I assume that's how you pronounce it, for the Rift suggestion. If I ever get money, I'll get it. It's an MMO. You don't give a shit.
I don't give a shit. But thank you, Jillian.
Jonathan.
Gillian.
Yeah, it was
John.
with a G. So I assume it's Jillian because it's a woman, but Jonathan / Viral Rack. He said Dead Island was announced in 2007. That zombie trailer?
Yeah.
And from what he understands, it's going to be like an open world Fallout / Oblivion style zombie survival game. So that's interesting, but the company has no track record in doing it.
Yeah.
So I got to question whether they'll be able to actually pull it off. I mean, weirder shit's happened, but it's a really ambitious project. And the fact that even if it was announced in 2007 and it's now 2011 and they're just now releasing a trailer with no gameplay in it, I really got to question whether they've achieved it.
Well, but we talk so often about games being rushed through.
I don't want games rushed through, but 4 years is a long time to not have gameplay footage that you're proud to show.
I don't know,
So
it could be good. I like the sandbox angle. I like zombies. Because I thought that what was that one?
Have you ever sandboxed a zombie? Doesn't it sound kind of dirty? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. When you don't use any lubrication at all?
No, you just.
I think you can
only
only
throw
sandbox.
some dirt on it.
No, I think that's just the way you have sex with a zombie.
Oh, well, that's a good point.
I mean,
there's no doubt the zombie's going to be dry.
Yeah.
There's no living tissue really.
They're decomposing.
Yeah. Probably get bit. The dirt might act as a good protective shield.
Well, I think you have to clamp the mouth shut and hold down the hands.
Just so you don't get bit and scratched.
Well, yeah.
Maybe you're into that kind of thing.
Well, if you get bit and scratched, turn into a zombie.
Yeah, but you only die once.
Well, yeah, you only die once. That's why if you become a zombie, then other people are going to be sandboxing you. Because that's what they're using zombies for.
I guess.
Hey, I'm just telling you.
You won't tell anyone about these fucking videos you want to do?
What? What videos?
The stuff with the next weekend.
Oh, how we're gonna go out to Wondercon?
Yeah,
that's right.
Hey,
everybody! Check us out at Wondercon. We're gonna be at the San Francisco Wondercon.
Saturday.
That's this. Well, yeah, it's a week from today or Saturday. When is this coming out?
Next week. Wait,
no. When's
this coming? It's gonna come out next week.
Like in the middle of the week?
Yeah, it's next week.
All right, so this Saturday we're gonna be at Wondercon in San Francisco. We're gonna have me and Jeff, Wacky Gamer, asking people stupid questions.
And Ryan,
trying to get people to fight us. Ryan Cronin's gonna be there, and then we're also gonna have Animal Trash there. That's my puppet show. We're gonna have a couple puppets doing interviews like we do. trying to start fights.
Street Edition Nerd Wars.
Yeah, maybe somebody's gonna
and
punch
then,
me.
Insults. So you can throw insults. We may not use them, but it's cool to see what insults you would do to someone wearing inappropriate cosplay.
Yeah.
So for instance, a fat Superman or the Dark Knight with just the helmet on, not the rest, no cape.
Yeah, think about it. To jog your mind, go to Animal Trash on YouTube. We have all of the
last year's Wondercon and
Comic-Con, Gay Pride. We went out on the street for all of those and made fun of people.
And they were all good sports about it.
They were good sports about it. We try not to hurt actual feelings.
Yeah, it's more.
So
it's more usually aimed at the character. Like, what did you ask the two Justice League guys?
The fat Superman and fat Flash.
Yeah.
Tell us, Superman, is our yellow sun affecting your weight?
Yeah, and then you said, man, the Justice League has really let itself go.
Yeah, a lot of people wonder what happened to the Justice League.
So stuff like that. If you have any, put them in. It'd be fun to hear people's. And also more Nerd Wars suggestions. We have. Usually, I like to go with a dozen, because some don't work. You just get there and people just don't have strong opinions about it. I say right now I have 6-ish. So post more. Yeah,
we're looking for things to ask people on the street, like we just said. Star Trek versus Star Wars,
and the more
Han Solo versus.
If it's not going to be related to comics, the more mainstream it is, like Star Wars, Star Trek, Aliens kind of stuff, the better off.
Yep. And same with comics too. I mean, you don't want to ask questions. Who would win in a fight? Wolverine versus the Saint of all killers.
I'm gonna have to go with the guy I know, Wolverine.
And you'd be totally wrong.
That's what people do.
You'd be dead wrong.
But that's what people do.
Saint of all killers is immortal.
But if it's related to Pokemon or
well, it just had to be
Dragon
Pokemon
Ball
or Pikachu.
Yeah, it has to be Pikachu if it's going to be Pokemon.
Yeah, you couldn't be like, Charmander. If Charmander never evolved into Charmeleon.
Although those people, a lot of people
they'd be
there.
there.
Yeah.
It'd be harder to find them.
Yeah.
And you have to remember, a lot of people don't want to be interviewed. A lot of people don't want to talk to you.
That's why we tend to go to the cosplayers, because those people, the people who cosplay tend to want to be seen in their costumes.
Yeah.
So they're usually pretty receptive to being approached. And
the thing is, even the people that we make fun of on the street, we make fun of them, we make jokes about them. They're the ones who watch the videos and comment. They're the first person to watch the video, the first person to comment, and how much they love it.
And they'll say, "That was me in the Superman costume."
Holy shit, that was me. I'm the guy that you made fun of. Like, hey, thanks.
Yeah, the one we did, the one I did in New York Comic Con with the Rorschach. It was Rorschach and Deadpool, or Rorschach. Anyway, one of the guys was Rorschach, but the Rorschach guy was like posting it to all his friends and like, "Hey, this is so cool." I didn't really make fun of him, but like, they love it. So
I almost got really close to a fight with a guy dressed like Rorschach for some of the things I was saying.
Oh, really? He was getting pissed off?
Well, because I was using his face as a Rorschach test. So I'm like, so why are you wearing a mask of my parents having sex on top of my old race car bed?
How can you get offended that?
I don't think he got that.
That you were... Yeah.
If I had to guess, I'm thinking he didn't really know what a Rorschach
was, yeah.
Yeah, he didn't know what the test was.
And
because that was a spot-on fucking joke.
It was a good joke.
It was.
Why wasn't that in the video? I didn't see that.
Because he got really angry. So
that would have been funny.
Oh, well.
That would have been... Okay, maybe we'll show some best of clips you've never seen from last year's. But yeah, that's it, I guess. We're done.
Is that going to be the podcast?
We're going to go record some other stuff and get ready for WonderCon.
All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in, and look forward. We're going to have a new first 15 minutes of a terrible game.
Yeah, dude.
Coming up soon.
Word.